Hey everyone, in this video we'll learn all about compounding interest. So first let's talk about simple interest. So let's just talk about simple interest just so we can understand this together. So let's say you have simple interest. You have $10,000. So you have $10,000 and you deposit it into a bank. And let's say you deposit it into a really nice savings account that earns you 10% per year. 10% per year. So it has an interest rate of 10%. So your money grows 10% every year. So in the case of simple interest, let's just draw a little table. So let's draw the year. Simple interest. Okay, so in year one, well, let's actually start with year 0. So in the beginning, before any time has passed, you have the $10,000 that you put in it. So money under simple interest. So year 0, you have the 10,000 that you put in there. And year 1, your money grows by 10%. So 10% of 10,000 is 1,000. So in year 2, you have $11,000. And year 3, and let's go up to, I think, year 4. So 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 2, 3. That should be enough. So, okay, year 1, you have 11,000. Year 2, your money goes up by another $1,000, so 12,000. And year 3, your money goes up by another $1,000, so 13,000. So this is nice. After 3 years, you now have $13,000 in your savings account, which is good, but simple interest isn't typically what banks offer. Instead, banks offer compounding interest. So under compound interest, it's a little different because if you notice under simple interest right here, the money grows each year by $1,000. So 1,000 from year 0 to year 1, 1,000 from 1 to 2, 1,000 there, and another 1,000 from year 2 to year 3. Now under compounding interest, it works a little differently. So year 0, again, you start out with the $10,000 in the beginning. Now year 1, what is 10% of 10,000? So let's actually just write it over here. What is 10% of 10,000? That equals 1,000. 10% of 10,000 is 1,000. So your money will increase by $1,000 in year 1. So at this point, you have $11,000. So under year 0 and year 1, simple and compound interest give you the same amount of money. But year 2 is where the magic happens. Now year 2, how much will your money go up? Well, this time we're going to do 11,000 times 10%. So 11,000 times 10%, that equals 1,100. So instead of going up by 1,000 in year 2, you're actually going to go up more by 1,100. So by 1,100. 1,100. So in year 2, you'll have 12,000. Let me just change the color. You'll have 12,000, well, 12,100. So notice that in year 2, under simple interest, you just have 12,000. And under compound interest, you have more. You have 12,100. And it keeps compounding. Now in year 3, how much is it going to go up by? We're going to do 10% of 12,100. So 10% of that. So 12,000, let me draw it in blue, 12,100 times 10%. So 12,100 times 10% is 1,210. So your money is going to increase by 1,210. 1,210 plus 12,100. That gives you 13,310. So now look at year 3. Year 3 under simple interest, you have $13,000. And year 4, you have even more money under compounding interest, $13,310. So compound interest gives you more money. And notice that the rate of change here under simple interest is linear. So it's 1,000 each year. So this is more linear growth right here. So under simple interest, this is linear growth. That's important to know because under compound interest, it increases the amount of by it increases, the amount by which it increases each year. But it's actually going up by 10% each year. From year 0 to 1, it's 10%. Plus from year 1 to 2, it's 10%. From year 2 to 3, it's 10%. It's 10% each year. So 10% each year, that means this is exponential growth. So this is exponential growth right here. So that's the important difference between simple interest and compound interest. And that's how compound interest works. So now one other thing to point out with compound interest is how much it compounds per year. In this case right here, in this case of compounding interest, the money compounds once per year. It compounds yearly. So that means the interest is calculated. It grows once per year. That's how often this compounds. So that's important if we compound once per year. So in the same example up here where you start with $10,000 and it grows by 10% each year, in year one we have $11,000, right? Year one, we have $11,000 right here. So $11,000 in year one under compounding interest, if it compounds yearly. So let me just move this a little bit right here. So how often does it compound? This is yearly. So if it compounds yearly, then in year one, in this same example that we had, you will have $11,000. But what if this compounds every 6 months? So twice a year. So compounds every 6 months. So we can say every 6 months, or we can say twice a year. How do we figure that out? Well, okay, in year 0, so in year 0, we have $10,000 in year 0. Now, after 6 months, how much money do we have? Well, after 6 months, that depends. If we increase by 10% per year, then that means we increase by 10% divided by 2 every 6 months. So we increase by 5% every 6 months. So we increase by 5% after 6 months. So what's 10,000 times 5%? So 10,000 times 5%. That is $500. So we're going to increase by $500 after 6 months. 500. Okay, so now we have 10,500. Great. Let me just move this. Now, after 12 months, or 1 year, 12 months or 1 year, same thing. So another 6 months has passed. How much are we going to increase this time? Well, we're going to take 5%. So 5% of this 10,500. So this 10,500, Let me just draw that in blue. So 10,500 times 5%. So 10,500 times 5%, this equals 525. So we're going to go up by 525, which means in year one, we'll have 11,025. Now, it's very important to understand this. In year one, we have more money from compounding twice a year than we do from compounding once a year. In year one, under the same circumstances, we have $11,000 if we compound yearly, but if we compound twice a year, we have 11,025. So the more you compound, the more money you'll have. So if we compound twice a year, we'll have 11,025 in year one. You can compound monthly, so 12 times a year. You can compound daily, 365 times a year. You can compound as much as you want in a year, and it will earn you more money. Your money will grow more. Now we can represent all this with a formula as well, with a function. So if we have a function f of t equals p times 1 plus r over n to the power of n times t. Let's explain what all these variables are. So p right here, p is the principal, which is the money you start with. So starting money. So in our example above, $10,000 is how much we started with in year 0. That is our principal. So P is principal. And we have R right here. So R is the interest rate. So I'll just write rate, interest or growth rate. And that is represented as either a decimal or a percentage. Well, in the function, you would have to represent it as a decimal. So 5% would just be represented as 0.05 in the function. And n, so n is how often it compounds per year. Or I can just write compound periods. Compounding periods. So n is how often it compounds per year. So again, if it's yearly, if it compounds yearly, then that means n equals 1. It just compounds once a year. If it compounds every 6 months, then n is 2. If it compounds every month, so monthly, then n is 12. And if it compounds daily, then n is 365. And this is the function right here, f of t, and t, by the way, is time in years. So t, let me just write that, t equals time in years. So that's all the variables explained, and let's just use it in our example. So right here, let's say we want a principal of $10,000 at a rate of 10% per year, and we want to compound it twice a year. We want to figure out how much money we have after 1 year. So let's go ahead and do that. Well, we know the answer already from doing it this way. It's going to be 11,025. So let's see if we get that. Let's just go ahead and move all this down a little bit. So we want t to be 1, so f of 1, because we want to know how much money we'll have after 1 year, equals p. So our principal is $10,000, times 1 plus our rate is 10%, so 0.10, divided by, and we compound every 6 months, so twice a year. So our n is 2. to the power of n, which is 2, times our time, which is 1. And if you go ahead and just evaluate this, so 10,000. So this one first, what's 0.10 divided by 2? It's 0.5, and 0.5 plus 1 is 1.05. And 1.05 to the power of 2 times 1, which is 2. Okay. And then 1.05 to the power of 2. Let me just drop that in the calculator real quick. So 1.1025. So 10,000 times 1.1025. And this comes out to, so times 10,000, 11,025. There you go. F of 1 is 11,025. And that is the same answer we had as before. And you can play around with this formula with different compounding interests. You'll notice the greater n is, so n, which is how often it compounds, the bigger that n is, the higher number that you'll get. And of course, the higher r is, so if you have a larger interest rate, then your money will grow faster as well. So that's how compounding interest works, and I really hope this video helps. If you have any questions at all, please leave them down in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching.